So yeah, the new Sony A7 Mark 5 is coming. Let's see together what to expect out of it. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thomas Love here from One Lens Only, and today we're gonna discuss these news and anticipations because apparently in the first quarter of the next year, 2025, Sony will announce and release the Sony A7 Mark 5. But what to expect out of it and why shall we be excited about it? Honestly, I'm not, because I'm already having the A7C Mark II, which is the A7 IV Plus with the addition of the AI chip. And so basically the A7 V might be, if confirmed, or maybe not, this very camera in a bigger body, in a professional body with two SD slots for the SD cards and with I don't know what else, but it looks like nowadays the releases from Sony are like the releases from the iPhones. They were very exciting in the initial years, but now it's just an improvement. And so not many things that are a breakthrough anymore. It's just doing things better with more specs, with more features here and there. And so what else shall we expect out of this A7 Mark V? Probably, I'm not sure about it, probably the flippy screen that we saw the very first time in the A9 Mark III, because they have this habit, Sony has the habit of placing everything new, all the new features in the new camera announcements. So I benefited from it because this was the A7 IV with the addition of the AI chipset, and then probably we will have to expect to get the flippy screen from the A9 Mark III that has been adopted in the A1 Mark II. So probably they will place it also in the A7 Mark V. Sorry guys, I didn't get the handle to keep my camera today, so I'm holding it by the very glass. And so anything else? Yes, of course, this AI chip that I'm having myself in the A7C Mark II is gonna be implemented in the A7 V, of course. And then what else? Maybe the dual Bions processor. We only have one Bions XR processor, even in my camera, which is performing. So I don't really need a dual, but maybe they're also improving and enhancing the megapixel count. I really don't know about it. I have to say that with 33 megapixel, this is plenty for stills, and it's a bit too much for videos. And so let's see. If they keep using the very same sensor that I have in my camera here, that is the same that they put in the A7 IV, or if they're giving it a better sensor. Now, better doesn't mean more megapixel. Better, in my humble opinion, is a better resolution, a better dynamic range, because they might use the 45 megapixel that was in the A7R3, but that's an old sensor, and so they will not be any better. They might go for any newest release sensor like the one they have in the A1 Mark II, but then why doing it in a low-tier, low-end camera, which is the A7 IV? Because this is not the top of the quality of the Sony line. The A7R stands for resolution and it's for still, and then we have many other camera bodies that perform better for videos. And so this A7 V is a hybrid. So it has a good body with a good grip with two memory slots for the memory cards, but then it just has the base features like the camera that I'm using right now, which is no professional at all. It just has the base features from Sony, but it performs quite well for both stills and videos. And so who is this A7 V for? I have no idea, honestly. I will not change my A7C Mark II for the A7 V. Probably the guys that are using the A7 IV might benefit from the AI chipset because it has a better performing AF tracking. And so we have to say the A7R5 benefited from it, and it's out there for a while now. The A7CR. Guys, I have so much confusion about the names, but basically all the features, the new features that Sony has are the new flippy screen, the dual processor, more megapixel, the AI chipset, and why not a better save. The most recent cameras have 8.5 IBIS, while in my camera I only have 5 or 6 f-stops compensation, but I'm also using the OSS in the glass. And so it's just an improved version. It's not a breakthrough. It's nothing to be excited for. Of course, if you have to buy a new Sony camera, you will buy the latest releases, because then for a few years you're good to go. Even if you are a pro, you can work with that. But if you already have a Sony camera, maybe you need to wait for 1-2 generations to skip, because otherwise the improvements are not so tangible. So I think I will keep using my A7C Mark II at least for 2025, for the whole year 2025, unless a new breakthrough comes in. But I was not excited by the Nikon Z6 Mark III. It's a good camera, but it's not exciting. I was quite excited, and that's why I purchased it by the Lumix S5 Mark II X, because then I was using the Leica M-mount glasses. But for Sony, well, you have so many glasses to choose from and so many features that any camera body you pick up, you will be golden. I'm golden with the A7C Mark II. I'm not gonna change it. I'm not invest any new money for a new camera body, despite new camera bodies make the difference, while when I started photography, they were just an advancement for the film, but the camera body didn't have real features. We were picking up the glasses. So my best suggestion, guys, is always to pick up the glass that you need, the best version possible that you can afford, and then any Sony camera body will do. So with that, I hope you got some value out of this video. If you did, please remember to like it, share it on your social media, subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any videos to come, and I guess I will see you later. Thank you. Bye-bye.